Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Listen, check out lawchick.com. Listen to what she says about some of her clientele. They want to go ahead and get custody. That's right, of the babies. So here we go. Check it out. Interesting.
I am a very good attorney in Michigan. I'm only licensed in Michigan. And many men come to me, are referred to me because they're friends. Word on the street is Attorney Simmons will get you custody of your kids. That's what the word on the street is. That's what I've been told. Okay. Truth is, if you are a man and you really want to be a active father, I'm not talking about part-time. I'm not talking about some of the time. I'm not talking about dipping in and out. You really want to be an active father and you are not on drugs, not abusive, and you have all your evidence to support whatever it is that you're trying to claim, and you listen, I pretty much can get you either full custody or 50-50 or some type of hybrid, 70-30, 60-40, something like that. And I have a track record of doing that. 8 out of 10 of my clients that are men that I have gotten in full custody of their kids have called me to the mothers. Call my office and actually say out of their throats, Miss Simmons, I wanted to go back to how it was. What?
Wait a minute. So they must have thought it was an easy job. They must have thought it was an easy job. Why? It's easy when you're on the outside looking in, and little Johnny, little Mary, little Kiki, little Miho, little Wong just come on out, and they're, hey, daddy. They run on out to daddy, all dressed and clean and fed, and come on in, or dressed and clean, and you go get them a food and sit down and talk. Spend a few hours at your place playing games and talking, and then drop them right back off to the mama. That's the easy part. See, that's what I call and she's right. I agree with her. On the outside looking in, part time, a drop in dad. Oh, it's now I'm playing daddy. That's the easy part. They don't see the behind the scenes part. Getting the kid up for school, bathing, shower, brushing your teeth, haircuts, hair done. Help them with the homework, feeding them, clothing, laundry, pick them up from school, paying the daycare, or paying whatever it is to get them home from the schoolhouse to your home on the bus. They don't see all that. All they see is the finished work of the mother and thinking, hey, she doing it, I'm doing it. They don't see all that. Again, many of them do not have the emotional bandwidth or the physical bandwidth to handle this responsibility of raising children. All they see is that she's doing it, and sometimes it could be spite. All they see is that, not realizing they've got the easy part. And really, these men should be thanking their ex-wives and the baby mothers, especially baby mamas, because sometimes the ex-wife might can come out with some kind of assets to help out, but the baby mother, because she wasn't married to you, what did you leave her with besides beautiful, healthy children? What did you leave her with? You should be thanking her and worshiping the ground that she walks on, because she has enabled you to live your child-free life. You can turn on the fatherhood faucet whenever you want, then turn off and go back to being single. You can go to any happy hour, sleep late on the weekends, out with the boys, dating at the club. You can do all of that. The mother, when she has the majority of the responsibility of the children, she cannot. Her time is limited. Her time is wrapped around those kids. You can still go out there and chase your dreams, chase your career. You can go ahead and do that. She can't. Well, and I can say in some cases that she can't. It's just going to be more challenging. These men just paying child support and being a weekend dad every 2 weeks out of the month. You got the easy part, because you're not really doing what I call effective parenting. Every other weekend, are you at least checking in with the child when you're not there doing a weekday? See what's going on. Any issues that need to be addressed in the home? Are you doing that? No, you the weekend daddy. 2 weekends out of a month, and maybe during the summertime. Ooh, like you're really doing something. To me, that's not effective parenting. So they see what the women do and they see her going to work and they think, oh, because she can do it. No, you don't have the bandwidth. You're not emotionally strong as a woman to handle raising a child. So they're on the outside looking in. So it looks pretty simple to them. All they see is, man, I got to put this much amount of money. They don't see the full picture. So yeah, I'm gonna run and get custody. You sure about that, bro? Are you sure you want that? And she's the attorney. What does she say?
Back to the mothers.
They want to run and file for custody.
Truth is, if you are a man and you really want to be a active father, I'm not talking about part-time, I'm not talking about some of the time, I'm not talking about dipping in and out. You really want to be an active father and you are not on drugs, not abusive, and you have all your evidence to support whatever it is that you're trying to claim, and you listen, I pretty much can get you either full custody or 50-50 or some type of hybrid, 70-30, 60-40, something like that.
Okay.
And I have a track record of doing that. 8 out of 10 of my clients that are men that I have gotten in full custody of their kids have called me to return the children back to the mothers.
8 out of 10 have called her to return the kids back to the mother.
Call my office and actually say out of their throats, Miss Simmons, I wanted to go back to how it was. What?
Wow.
I want y'all to stop getting on the internet talking about she won't let me see him. My baby mama ain't shit. All the things. I want y'all to be quiet because y'all really don't want to be parents.
That's it.
8 out of 10. That's just my personal experience. 8 out of 10. It's tiring. It's very tiring. It's beyond.
So they're incurring additional legal fees because they thought it was so easy. They saw the baby mama do it. They saw her do it. Man, I know I can do it. Uh-oh. You can't be hanging out with the fellas so quick. Uh-oh. You can't be chasing shorty so quick. Uh-oh. You can't go out to the club like that. You're gonna have to get a babysitter. And maybe your mama or your sister or your cousin or grandma is tired or they might want to get paid. Uh-oh. You gotta make sure the child is clothed, fed, and bathed. Uh-oh. The school is calling you. Don't act brand new. Uh-oh, you got to go to the ER because they fell in the playground. Uh-oh, they want to go to the birthday party. Uh-oh, it's a bake sale going on. You got those milk and some cookies. You got your muffins ready for the bake sale. Uh-oh, PTA, parent-teacher conference time. Uh-oh, got to help with that homework. Uh-oh, they got a tummy ache. Ladies, they're not ready. The majority are not ready. Calling the attorney back, you want it back the way it was. Why? Again, you want the outside looking in. And then when they get a full taste, a full experience, uh-oh, I want this to go back the way it was. And here's the flip side. Have they ever even considered what that does to the child? What do you tell your kid? Hey, son, daughter, this is too much for me. I'm going to have to send you back with your mom. What do you tell your child? You want things to go back to where they were. That's a whole nother case, bruh. Sir, you got a whole nother case. And I would love to know, how does that turn out? I'm going to file papers to give them back to you. Doesn't a mother, wouldn't she have to agree? And again, how do you explain that to the child? Hey, buddy. Yeah. So, being a parent, it wasn't as easy as I thought. So I want you to go back with your mom. Why? Did I do something wrong? See, there's also of those of that a man doing that, the psychological factor, the damage. The kid is wondering. First, I'm with mom. Then I'm here with you. Now I'm back to mom. You don't think that has an effect on a child? Now the kid may have to change schools all over again because why? You were the weekend parent. You were a part-time parent, a dewdrop in parent. But now, you get a full taste of it. Now the kid's life has to be totally uprooted because you were on the outside looking in, had no idea what it was all about. Created a fatherless home and you decide to get gone. Really now? You thought that little piece of check you were writing every month in child support was really something. You call yourselves, I'm going to keep my money. No, it's more than the money. The money can't even compensate for for the physical responsibility what it takes of rearing a child, being a caretaker of a child. She said not 1 out of 10. She said 8 out of 10, and it's true. I think a lot of it is done to spite the mother. They see the mom has moved on. They expect baby mama to be just dragging around her ex-wife, and then they see, oh, she's managing things with the kid. I'm not a factor in her life anymore. I'm not a priority. Oh, she's moved on. She may not even have a partner, but still has moved on from you. She's not pining and whining over you and worrying about what are you doing. She doesn't care. She's moved on. So that right there, all the drama, I'm gonna go ahead and file for custody. You can do that. But how long will it last?
What? Abusive, and you have all your evidence.
So yeah, they're calling her because she's the girl. She's that lawyer. She can go get them. Man, listen, these men are letting their little homeboys, their little friends, you letting Tyrone and Miho and Brad and them get you all gassed up. Mr. One, oh, you can get the cut today, get the cut today, get the cut today. Oh, really? Man, you gotta take all that? Look, dude, you need to show her how it's done, bro, and you can raise those kids. You think? Are you sure about that? Do you have the bandwidth to do it emotionally and physically? Are you sure about that?
Support whatever it is that you're trying to claim, and you listen. I pretty much can get you either full custody or 50-50.
Okay.
Or some type of hybrid, 70-30, 60-40, something like that. And I have a track record of doing that. 8 out of 10 of my clients that are men that I have gotten in full custody of their kids have called me to return the children back to the mothers.
Wow.
Call my office and actually say out of their throats, Miss Simmons, I wanted to go back to how it was. What?
Miss Simmons, it's too much for me. I didn't expect all this, Miss Simmons. This is more than what I bargained for. I can't be hanging out with my friends on the weekend. I gotta rush home and help with homework and dinner and bathing and get those kids to school. It's interfering with my dating life. I didn't realize I couldn't leave the 7-year-old at the house on that while I go out to the club. I brought a date home, and then the kid came into the room and she left out. She didn't sign up for that, Miss Simmons. This wasn't what I thought. It cost to be the boss.
I want y'all to stop getting on the internet talking about she won't let me see him. My baby mama ain't shit. All the things. I want y'all to be quiet because y'all really don't want to be parents.
That part right there. They don't want to be parents. That's exactly it. I think it's all done. See, they want to try to put the women down, but these women, you really have especially baby mama, you really have an impact on their lives. They really don't want to say. Oh yeah, they can't handle it. I think they're cheap. They don't want to face the financial obligation that they have by putting a child here. And they also want to hurt the baby mother. Oh, yeah. They don't want to be parents. If you did, you'd make it work. They don't want to be parents. They don't. So, yeah, ladies, let me know what you think. They can sure run that mouth. But now, when it's time for you to put up or shut up, they calling Miss Simmons back, calling the Lord. They are returning the children. I'm not surprised at all. So let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.